What's up everybody, my name is Cap, the Everyday Gamer, and I'm doing a follow-up video to the video I did of my house build that I'm in right now. I had quite a few questions answered in there, some repeated questions, and answered as many of them as I could, but after a while it just became, basically copy and paste. So I thought I would answer a few questions and respond to a few comments, and do a couple things that you guys suggested here, like, y'all wanted to see me ride the train track set I did, so we'll take a couple laps around here while I'm talking. How long did it take me? I don't actually know for sure. I think it took around 5 months, and the reason I don't know is because I don't remember when I started it. This was an off and on project I worked on here and there, when I had a chance to, not really a big deal. I know I started it before Christmas, but I don't know the actual date. And when I say 5 months, that doesn't mean 8 hours a day, 7 days a week for 5 months I worked on this. That's not the case at all. I never play any games at all until after my family's gone to bed. My son goes to bed at 8:30. My wife's a teacher. She gets up at 5 a.m., so she usually crashes about 9:30, 10. After that, I got a good couple hours where I can, a couple nights a week I can spend just doing whatever I want to. So, if you look back over my channel or whatever for the past 5 months, you'll see that I've actually put off quite a few videos and a few different projects and stuff. So, I managed to find time to do this project along with recording other videos, and I still play games and whatnot. And anybody that was like, I can't believe you spent that much time on there. Well, the biggest response I have for that is, have you ever finished a Final Fantasy game, or Chrono Trigger, or Metal Gear Solid, or any other long series of, RPGs on older systems, or hell, even newer systems, I guess? How long did it take you to beat Final Fantasy 13 for those people that did? You look back over even older Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy 2 and 3, the US version, which are two of my favorites, whatever. It took anywhere from, 30 to 40 hours to beat with, actually completing it, with getting everything and leveling up your characters and doing all that. So when you look at that and you're like, holy cow, I spent 40 hours playing a game. Like, well, I probably didn't spend a whole lot more time doing this game. So, and yes, I do realize that my Xbox looks kind of like a NES. a lot of people said that, and I agree, it does. I kind of had a limited color scheme to work with here, so I went with that. I do have an NES and a Super Nintendo, a Dreamcast, a Nintendo 64, a Genesis, PlayStation 1, and several other consoles, and they all still work, and I still have quite a few of my games for it. So I may hook some of them up and, give them a go and record some games playing on the older systems, because that might be fun. The response to having the wet bar next to my son's room, my son's playroom. This is actually dining room number 2 in our house. Our house was built in the early 80s, and for some reason they decided to have 2 dining rooms. That one in there, and a second one here. I guess this would be the formal one. Well, we don't need 2 dining rooms, so we had this big giant empty space, and we decided, we'll just put all his stuff in here, which there's way more than what you can see. And actually over here, it's not like we have gin bottles and, shot glasses lined up on here. Actually, most of what's on the counter in my real house is his toys, or pieces of his toys that we had to put up here to take away from, or, whatever. But, we have all of our adult beverages locked away. That just happens to be where this was built when they built the house. Somebody mentioned they want to know what it looks like at night. I don't have any idea. I'm assuming there's probably a lot of creatures popping in here. There's just a few that zoom in. Anyway, I'm going to head in there to the bathroom and see if there's any more spawned in. There was quite a few people that, put in some hateful comments about, why would you waste so much time, negative comments about my wife and my relationship with my family and all that, and it doesn't bother me because I don't really care what they think, honestly. I'll just put it nicely. I am a very devoted family man. My family is first and foremost, and I don't, like I said before, I don't play any games at all until after they've already gone to bed and are sleeping peacefully. And something else to keep in mind is I have a job to where I have a lot of freedom in what I do because I'm in charge. And so I'm allowed to, fire up my laptop and play a little bit. Or if I take a short lunch and I get back early, I might just fire up my laptop and, work on a build for 15, 20 minutes or something along that. I do take personal days some days, and I'll just play some games. I'm self-employed, so, I get to spend time enjoying myself sometimes. It's just the way it works out. Now, what I do for a living, I'm an IT director for a home health corporation. That's what I do 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. I also own a computer consulting company where I set up, design, manage networks for companies, churches. I do virus removal and prevention for, home users and corporations. And I'm a partner with Microsoft and Dell and remote data backups and ESET and super anti-spyware and Malwarebytes and about 20 other different companies out there. So I'm pretty involved in the computer world, and I do a lot with it. No, I'm not a bespectacled, overweight, freckled teenager, whatever. I'm a grown man who happens to just have a pretty decent life, in my opinion. My lifestyle is maybe not be for everybody, and that's fine. That's, everybody's entitled to their own opinion about things. Like I said, there was quite a few people that posted some hateful comments, and I know people will be trolls just for the sake of being trolls, and it doesn't bother me. None of you got under my skin. For all the people that posted positive comments, I'm very, very appreciative of that. It was nice to see so much feedback on this. I really didn't expect this video to blow up as big as it did. I can't believe it ended up on Kotaku, and then they ended up on Reddit, and couple other websites I'd never even heard of, and you guys were nice enough to send me messages saying, hey, by the way, did you know your videos on so-and-so and whatnot? And it was just really cool. I mean, right now I think it's got like 69,000 views, if not more. And actually it got hit with an award from YouTube being the 52nd most favorited video of the day when it came out. And yeah, that's, 52nd, that's not a big deal. Guys like Woody's Gamertag, and they get those kinds of awards every day. But they also have 2, 3, 400,000 subscribers, whereas I had less than 2,000 when I made this. So, I'm pretty excited about it. That's what matters anyway, is that I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Now, once again, a lot of people say, what a waste of time. Well, how you spend your time is completely relative to you. If you think it's a waste of time, then that's your opinion, and you're welcome to have it. It's not a big deal. I don't think it was a waste of time. I've also built 3 Call of Duty maps. I constructed 2 towers as tall as the game would let me. I've played the crap out of Minecraft. I love the game. It's a creative outlet. As I mentioned in the original video, I kind of got an idea for doing this from playing Toy Commander, and I know several of you mentioned Durats, I guess is how you pronounce it, from Counter-Strike. No, I never played Durats, or I never even played Counter-Strike, and I just never did. I didn't have anything against the game or anything. Just never played it. The movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of gave me some motivation, or what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. Anyway, it inspired me. That's what it is, inspiration. It kind of gave me some more inspiration. And let me see, Army Men, the original Army Men games, those were awesome before they went and screwed them up. It's just, I don't know, just the idea. I used to play with G.I. Joes when I was a kid, and we had Pocket Monster. No, they called Monster in My Pocket, not Pocket Monsters, that's Pokemon. Monster in My Pockets. We had, Micro Machines, and just the idea of being small scale in a huge world was extremely awesome to me. So I decided to do it. I have a couple mods installed right now. I have the fly mod, obviously. You can see me bouncing up and down. You can see my menu up there. Also, I have the cloud mod, so I can turn clouds on and off. Because you can see with it being cloudy, it kind of makes it a little bit darker, or maybe not so much. But, the house goes up to the absolute limits of the game, so I ended up having clouds floating through my house and whatnot, so I just turned them off. And I also have the sun mod and stuff too, so I can change time as needed. Because since there's the size of this house, there's no way I could light it with torches. It'd take, a billion torches to light this thing to be able to see at night, because you can see how big this place is. So I decided to say screw it. While I was doing the video of it and while playing and doing the mining, I just set the sun to right up there and just turn the time off. This is all in the zombie mod kit, I guess. You can get it from the Minecraft forums. But that's the only ones I used for it. To answer another question, yes, I used MC Edit to do the walls and the floors and foundation. I don't think it's possible to do this kind of build by hand. I mean, just the clearing out the space to build this was, I don't remember, some odd million blocks. But no, it wasn't just a select all, insert, copy, paste, boom, done skis. And I heard several people like, oh yeah, I used MC Edit. It would have taken you about an hour to do this. No, it took me 5 months off and on. And every single thing in the game is I measured in my house. If you see it in the game here, in this world, I measured it. Now, the chairs did come up a little bit off scale. I think I forgot when I was measuring them and I wrote it down, I think I measured a tad bit too narrow. So yeah, those comments are right. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes this chair only 10 inches when it may have been 12 in real life or something. I don't remember, honestly, but I wasn't too concerned about it. I didn't want everything, there's no way to get everything perfectly to scale, and I still think it turned out okay. So anyway, for all the people that want to hate, your opinion pretty much falls on deaf ears, and you're welcome to just, not watch my videos or unsubscribe or however you want to word it. That's fine. I love my family. They're priority one. I've never neglected anybody in my family or my friends for playing games. I spend plenty of time outside, trust me. From the time I walk in that door when I get home until the time my son goes to bed down there, it's daddy mode. So, anyway, now I'm going to burn this place down. Yeah, I'm going to, and I'm going to let you watch it. So we'll just, let me see. This should be a good wall. How about we do this wall instead? Now let's do the middle. Okay. I don't know how long it'll take, but the reason I'm not too worried about it is because the backup software I wrote for this game, I have a backup in multiple locations of it. So after the house burns down, I'll just restore it. But I'll let you guys watch it burn down, and then I'll add the video of me restoring it so you can see exactly how it works. But I'm assuming it'll probably take a little while. I mean, once it kind of catches, it'll go up pretty quickly. But, having all wool all over the house for the walls. Some things are not going to burn, like the ground, some of the doors. I don't think the ceiling will burn, but let me readjust the time here. Alright. And we're good to go. Let's just watch this place cook a little bit. And something else is, I know I didn't have to do a response video. Most people are just like, oh, ignore the trolls, not a big deal. And I agree, I ignore them for the most part, but I just now passed like 2,150 subscribers or something, which this video did bring a huge influx in. So, and prior to that, it was kind of rare, honestly, for me to get very many even negative responses to my game. I think it's raining. Let me see here. I thought I had... Yeah. Wow, that is kind of catching up a little fast here. Yeah, I think it's raining outside. Let me scroll up and see here. Yep, it's raining, so it's a little bit dimmer. Not a big deal. Hell, I forgot what I was saying now. Oh well. Start a couple other fires just to get this going at a normal speed. About right there and right over here. Yeah, this video is going to be quite a bit longer than some of the others, but it's okay. Surely you guys will stick it out to the end just to watch the place burn down, because everybody likes seeing a good sized project just get destroyed. While it's burning and stuff, since it's having to relight everything, it's going to, I'm going to be able to see through walls that I normally couldn't see through, and it's just not going to look completely right, but it's okay. I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure you guys can forgive me. Oh, I know what I was saying now. Yeah, but prior to the video, I had, let me see, I think I had about 1,700 subscribers before this video hit, and it was rare for me to get very many negative comments. There weren't too many people trolling my videos, and it was rare for me to even get very many thumbs down on them, and that was totally fine and okay with me. So I realized that the bigger my channel gets, the more people that are going to dislike what I do and, thumbs down, leave hateful comments. I saw quite a few of the people on Reddit, what they were saying and how, much of a waste of a time it is or whatnot. And I don't mind at all. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Quite a few people on Kotaku's like, doesn't a parent have anything better to do? And, well, something else is I didn't just recently get into playing games, so I'm not a 30-year-old dad that decided to pick up a console one day. I've been playing games for over 25 years. My first console was an Atari. The first game I ever played was the original Pitfall. I'd been playing games for a couple years before the NES even hit the States, so this isn't some new thing of like, oh, you're too old to be playing games. Going by the statistics of the average age of my subscribers, I've been playing games longer than a lot of you have been alive. So, and I'll continue to do so. Once my son gets old enough to play as well, he's going to jump in and play with me. I'll set up a system in his room or his playroom, hook up a TV over in the corner, and he and I can game, some System Link stuff. That's just something I want to do. Well, it's taking a long time to burn. Oh, okay. Well, that's burn a little faster. Yeah, see, having it re-render as I'm flying around, you can see how much has actually gone so far. Let's give it a little boost. Push my laptop to the maximum limits of what it can handle. Oh, somebody else asked what system I run it with. I have a Dell XPS, a Studio 7. It's got a Windows 7 64-bit. It's got a i5 Intel dual-core processor, or maybe it's even a quad-core. I don't remember. Like 4 gigs of memory. It's got a dedicated video card, and so it can handle the game pretty well. I don't usually ever have any lag-related issues with it. A little here, a little there, but I think that was more game-related than it was due to my laptop. And I use it for rendering, and I also do web design and programming and all kinds of stuff. So, I don't use it just for playing Minecraft. I think I saw somewhere on there was just like, wow, somebody bought them a $2,000 laptop just for playing Minecraft. No, that's not the case. One, it wasn't that much, and two, I do a lot more with it than just play Minecraft. Let's burn the bed down. Alright, uh-oh, the sun's setting here. Let's get some time back on the clock. Thought I'd turn that off. Off. There we go. You use the plus, minus, and the end key to turn on and off the sun and everything if you're using that mod, in case people are curious. The furniture is not going to burn. Another comment is, yes, my furniture looks very, flat and hard and uncomfortable. And as I mentioned in the video, it's kind of difficult to do curves and lumps and, cottony looking design in Minecraft. So I chose dirt, and this is actually a pretty close color to what mine is. Mine's a little bit darker than this, but just barely. This is a full-size couch and a love seat and 2 end tables, and my son's chair is a little Disney chair. He likes sitting in there with us. Cool, it's even burning the back patio. Yes, my TV is a widescreen TV. It's a 50-inch widescreen, and I think this may have been one of the cases when I was making this where I should have had an extra row of black for the bordering so that the screen was wider than it is tall. It just kind of worked out that way. Like I said, I worked on this for months, and I have paper just sitting all around of all the measurements and crap I made. So, after a while, it just I got to the point where maybe I forgot it. I wrote down a number wrong or something. Not a big deal. It happens. Alright, house is mostly burned down, and it's, going to continue to burn and whatnot, and I use that phrase a lot, and whatnot. And that's, something I actually say on a normal basis. I'm not trying to sound intelligent. I think somebody asked me that one of the things, like, people who say "and what" not are just trying to sound smarter than they are. No, I'm not trying to sound smart. It's part of my normal speech. So anyway, I'm going to end this part of the video here. And actually, I'm not going to do the video of me restoring it, but just know I can restore this and it's going to go all back to normal. And everything will be peachy again. So I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out for however long this video is now. Appreciate all the positive comments and thumbs up and sharing it and everything you guys did. I very much appreciate that. So thank you very much. I hope you'll continue to watch my videos. And in the meantime, I will talk to you later. Just a quick add-on here. Yeah, see, I did do a restore of the house. I didn't do the video of it and stuff, but I used that Minecraft backup software I wrote that's on my channel, and you can download it free. So my house is exactly like I left it before I started the video. So anyway, thank you guys for your time, and I'll talk to you later.